This is a core belief of ours where, investing in strong, good quality companies which have strong ESG credentials will lead to long-term value compounding. And it doesn't come as a surprise to me, because when you are a company which takes care of all stakeholders, for example, the environment or your employees, and have good corporate governance, I think you get a lot better resource allocation, you get strategic and long-term thinking, and when these things align, I think it's a key ingredient for long-term value creation. So this crisis has clearly tested how companies have behaved during this environment. And there are plenty of examples of companies doing the right thing by their employees, right thing by the supply chains. But a couple of examples I can talk about in this part of the world. One is a Chinese dairy company called China Mengniu. But essentially, China Mengniu, as you can imagine, collects raw milk from a wide range of farmers in China. And this milk is part of the supply chain. So just because COVID hit and the supermarkets are shut, what do you do with the milk? So in fact, what China Mengniu did was they honored their contracts, took the milk on board, freeze-dried the milk and to use in products later. But by doing that, I think they have harnessed their supply chain. They've brought in a huge amount of loyalty around the supply chain, which means this company is going to emerge stronger. And if you look at their recent results, what we can see is clearly they're already moving beyond the setbacks that they saw at that time. A second example is sportswear companies around the world. And as you can imagine, again, when demand comes to a stop, there's a huge amount of inventory in the system. That's not a good thing because it can hurt the brand through heavy discounting. But most importantly, the supply chain can take a huge knock on that. So what a lot of companies like Li-Ning or Anta have done is they've gone in and picked up the inventory from the suppliers, from the dealers, and that's protected the dealer margins and kept them viable through what has been a really challenging period.
投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书或投资人须知。